Hello, I am currently already at the cecum of a somewhat difficult colonoscopy. You see Sebastian pressing. I am accompanied by Dora, who is a gastroenterologist in Perpignan and is doing the SFED tumorectomy training because this filming is taking place during the training. This lady was referred to us for a sigmoid lesion. We performed the colonoscopy to be sure. Seb, you can let go now. I haven't mentioned it yet, but I am using a Pentax i10 endoscope. This is the very last generation that will be replaced at the beginning of 2023 by the i20. We use Medtronic artificial intelligence, the GI Genius, for detection. That's why you have the little green area flashing around, which is the latest version, meaning detection and characterization. I didn't show you the right colon because it's not prepared. You immediately see the square, there's a lesion. We get closer and it does the characterization for us. And it's funny because it's not able to characterize it while we are able to characterize it. Medtronic's characterization is done in white light. It is unable because it is bothered by this type of lesion, which is a festooned lesion of the transverse. If it is there, it responds non-adenoma. It says it's not an adenoma, meaning it's hyperplastic in its opinion, but we're in the right transverse, so it's not a non-adenoma. We see the irregular appearance, the crossing vessels, the clearer aspect. So we are typically looking at a serrated lesion. So we agree, a serrated lesion of this size, what would you do?
There's still a little one.
Oh yes, there's another one. That's funny. And there, it's going to be, yes, it's the same thing, I think.
A small one, a small
Yes.
sessile one just starting. Same thing? Oh no, a small adenoma, it tells me. Maybe it is because there is a small vessel sign in the center there.
Not exactly the same thing. Anyway, both are on the right. We'll remove them. It might actually be a small adenoma.
This is the iScan OE, the characterization mode that has the same principle as NBI or BLI from Fujifilm. That is to say, a light filter to enhance the appearance of vascularization. There you go. And I must say, from my somewhat radical scientific perspective, it is the one that currently has the most scientific evidence. Afterwards, they will all prove their scientific point. I think in the end, there will not be a huge difference. But when you have different types of columns, you don't really have a choice anyway. Close. Pentax has its own system called Discovery.
Clap, it will come there.
And the other companies also have their system. Olympus's Endoaid and CAD-I too. Go ahead, you can remove it. Olympus's Endoaid and Fujifilm's CAD-I. So there you go. I'm not going to take them back because I'm sure about the histology. It won't change the monitoring. There's no point in creating waste and work for our pathologists. We implement a strategy called resect and discard, which can be used according to European recommendations, provided that we have a high level of confidence and a high level of individual characterization. But clearly, polyps less than 1 centimeter in that location are not going to change my monitoring, knowing that I am also going for a resection of the sigmoid, which will be a mucosectomy of a lesion larger than 1 centimeter, and will involve a checkup in 3 years, regardless of what happens. We see that the patient coughs a little.
Would you recommend that students first take a course on adenomas, the characterization of adenomas, with the necessity of an exam, and in the end...
I'm convinced of it. There are several presentations available on the internet about characterization. You have to train yourself. In fact, the European and American recommendations have set a characterization level threshold to enable this kind of strategy, resect and discard. This threshold is over 90% for good histological prediction. But the problem is that if we don't have a test, we won't know if we have more than 90%. So indeed, we need online tests, like a driver's license, like traffic code. So we can go test ourselves and validate our traffic code to see if we are good. So you see there, I saw a little green square. I stopped. Of course, there is again a serrated lesion, I think. Indeed, here is another serrated lesion. There we go. We will also resect it using the cold snare.
Would you recommend it to everyone and make it mandatory, as there are still many resected lesions, biopsy lesions, which are likely removed by a submucosal dissection or a total colectomy?
Yes, indeed. That's part of the gastroenterologist's job. It's the strength of our profession. We handle diagnosis and therapy simultaneously, performing histological analysis in real time. So you need to know how to do it. That's why AI will bring a revolution, because it will help gastroenterologists do it. And if we have histology with a high level of confidence from these machines, it will really improve patient care and make learning easier for gastroenterologists. Here you see the position isn't easy because I am near the left angle at the looping point.
Go ahead, close it.
Okay, about the loop point, we're not bad. You can hit it. Okay, great. So I'll leave it too.